is she? She's always. Oh, hey, you made it. Okay, let's get started. In three, two. Hi, I'm you, boy,
And I'm your girl.
and we would like to.
Thank you.
For
1,000 views.
so marriage,
Marriage?
love, and marriage.
Yes or no?
Maybe so. The idea of marriage has changed many times over the course of humanity. There's people who just didn't marry. And what would you consider marriage? Like, is it under law or is it under religion? Where does it fall under for you?
I feel like technically it's under the law.
Yeah, but people go through the Catholic Church or other means, the Jewish, the Hebrews and all that.
But then
Maybe even the Muslims. I'm not
they're
sure.
not technically married then.
Well, have you heard of common law? Technically, they don't marry in the court, but it's not the same thing, of course. But it's you benefit from the same things if you were to marry in a courthouse.
I mean, there's also relationships where people, see that other person as their long-term partner, but they don't necessarily get married.
Married, yeah, that's true. I mean, there was a time where people didn't marry. The concept of marriage was not around. And marriage now is more of like if you do it in a church, it's more of a symbolizing kind of thing than legally binding kind of thing, like in a courthouse.
Well, my
And
parents, they didn't even have a wedding. They just went and signed the papers and that was it.
yeah, yep. Which way would you like?
Well, I don't even like birthday parties, so I don't know if I would want a big wedding because I don't like
It could be a small
attention.
one.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I don't even really see myself marrying anyone.
Okay. I
And you?
guess I would lean either way, towards just signing some papers and you know, not having the whole wedding or, going all in, spending that money, boom, 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 tables, food, uh, tuxedos, wedding dress, rings, everything,
It could just
chairs.
be a small party.
It could be, but, might as well have everyone, might as well go big. What was that quote I said?
Go big or
Um,
go
it,
home?
that's no, that's not something I made up. Something about halfway. If you're halfway, might
Oh,
as well go all the way.
or halfway, no way. Halfway is better than no way.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess that doesn't apply to going big, huh? Well,
No.
might as well have a wedding, going halfway is better than no way. Um, man, I can't remember my own quotes.
I
Um,
mean, but I feel like nowadays young people aren't getting married as often as before.
yeah, a lot of young people are not doing a lot of things as often as before.
That is true.
You know, I guess I'm not sure if it's so much of a social standing or just a thing that our generation is going through, and you know, I guess a lot of things are new to us as a society. Um, the getting married and going to college and doing this and that. That's
We're not following the rules anymore.
yeah, you could say that. Yeah, a lot of people get married, never go to college, or get married then go to college later, or go to college then get married, or go to college and don't get married. You got all that lovely picnic basket to pick out through. It's just really on how life goes. I mean, life is chaotic. You don't know what's going to go down. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, also, years ago when our life expectancy wasn't as long, so people did everything when they were super young.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. People got hitched sooner or later, or had sex sooner than later, you know. And that's another thing about like in some cultures and religions, it was okay for like a 14-year-old girl, like in England, like a 14-year-old girl to marry this old man king dude.
Yeah, and that
And
still happens today.
yeah, yeah, it happens today. But now, it's the age of 18. It's when we can give consent, not just for sex, but also for a lot of other things, such as voting and getting married and other stuff like that.
Well, speaking of voting, that's coming up soon. But anyway, also like
Yeah.
how they would marry within the family for the bloodline.
No, that I think that's more for the richy, weird guys. Wait, so kings and hillbillies are basically the same thing. They both marry within the family.
Whoa. I mean, that's basically their ancestors.
Wait, you saying hillbilly? The kings and queens are the ancestors of hillbillies,
I mean, that
or
sounds
which
like
way?
a compliment, but technically,
What evidence do you have?
um, maybe it's because when I think of hillbillies, I think of white people.
Oh, well, that's very racist.
You can't be racist towards white people, but that's a conversation for another day.
Okay. Then what would you call that? Biased?
Prejudice, Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice?
Prejudice. Have you seen that movie or read it?
No. I've
Oh,
read the book, yes.
oh, is the book good?
It was. It was. I wanted to read the zombie version, but I just
Oh,
never got around to it.
back to marriage.
Yeah, and by the way, we're talking about marriage because of our most recent guest, the Newlyweds. Episode
Oh,
44. Go check it out,
very special. I mean,
Yeah.
what would you? I mean, are you open to the idea of marriage or?
Um, as of right now, yes. In the future, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Whoa, I can't say like, oh, I'm never going to marry anyone, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm against it. But that's
You're
because
against a
of
lot of things.
I am. But that's just because of my own like I'm very stubborn.
Yeah, like a mule, you jackass.
No, I'm a bull. That's my sign, my zodiac
Bull.
sign.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, I think I mentioned it before, but you and my father are the same zodiac sign.
Oh
It's
yes.
crazy. And you guys are like totally different. It's weird.
But maybe that's why I don't know. That's
And that's
interesting.
another thing. Some girls look at the signs and stuff to see if they're compatible with people. Um, I remember my old girlfriend, she did that with me. She asked me like, "Oh, what's your sign?" I was like, "Oh, I'm this." And she's like, "Oh." You and, she was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah.
I
Um,
remember when I first became friends with one of my friends, she asked me when my birthday was, and I was like, "Oh, she's so nice. She wants to know my birthday. Like, is she gonna
mhm.
get me something?" And it was just so she could know my sign and judge me based off of that.
Yeah, some people take that far. I mean, I do believe in the zodiac signs and all that, but I'm not sure how far I'm willing to run with it and stuff.
Yeah, like I
Um,
feel really related to my sign, but then there's also like parts of other signs where I'm like, okay, yeah, because it's all super general.
well, sometimes I feel like it's specific to me. I don't know if that's a thing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because when
because
you
I
say
also
general,
yeah, because I also have apps that like give me updates and stuff. I'm like, whoa, they're like reading my life.
are they now?
I
Like,
mean,
do you have an example right now?
well, the other day I got a notification from this app and it was like, it's time to let go of old relationships. And I was like, spent that whole day thinking about past friendships. So,
Oh, see? Yeah, see, it's creepy, huh?
so you feel like your mind is being read?
Not red, but. predicted.
Well, maybe it'll predict that you'll get married.
I don't know. I never looked into the love, relationship, friendship part. I looked in more of the business or social kind of
Career.
part. Yeah, yeah. I could have been a plumber.
You could have. You still can.
I don't know. I kind of went away from that goal in my life.
I mean, you could always go
But
back.
anyways, marriage. Yeah, go back to the topic, marriage, Um, it's like those porn videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the plumber, I'm here to clean the pipes.
Oh, God. Back
I
to
mean, think like,
marriage.
no, 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 yeah, that's my point. What do you think, like, people that do porn and like they're married to someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would the relationship work?
Well, I've heard stories about that, and they're like really supportive of each other. But I mean, it also depends. Like, were they married before that person got into the business, or did
Photography,
they? Yeah,
I
before,
think it'd be
after, in
easier
the
to understand.
middle.
Well, it's either one or the other. I don't know. Like, if I was married to a chica and she was like, "I'm gonna do porn," or "I'm gonna star in a porno," I'd be like, I don't know. I don't really like the idea. But if I was married to a porn star, I think I'd be like worried about catching diseases and stuff. I know they have like protection and junk, but you never know.
I don't even think I would be worried about that. I'm just like jealous and insecure, so
Oh yeah.
that would
I
be
don't
my
know. I guess
issue.
I'm not like that, so I don't know.
Oh, you're not the jealous
Uh,
type?
I don't think so. I mean, I could just be saying that because I'm biased towards myself, but you know. Okay, so you never had a boyfriend before, but how do you know what jealousy is
Um, um,
when it comes to you know what I'm saying? Like for relationships. I remember you had a friend who liked you and then like you started getting jealous when they didn't like you. Remember that?
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if it's just because like I want attention, so when the attention isn't on me, I'm like, okay, I'm sad now. But it's also like with crushes I've had, and there was someone else. Like I feel that jealousy too.
You girls, you girls, are very confusing, very tricky. Like sometimes you're like an open book, and other times you're like a maze puzzle Rubik's cube wrapped in one. You know what I'm saying? It's befuddling, if that's even a word.
I mean, I also
Uh,
feel that with some of my friends. So I feel like we really are all like that.
Girl or girlfriends? Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I haven't. I'm not like the master of chicks or anything, so I don't know. I'm not like experienced enough to say like, oh, all girls are dumb or
Well,
evil.
I well, okay,
I
you're
like
going to the extreme.
I like you ladies. You ladies are nice enough. Bunch of jerks. Not
Um, this could turn into an argument because there is a lot to say about guys too.
say something.
What can I say? I mean, I think guys are confusing too.
In what way?
I mean, there's also like there's so many stories where like guys are leading girls on and then they just leave
Well, it's
them
just
to.
guys being dicks, but not being confusing. Just being a liar.
Isn't that confusing though? You're leading someone on and then you're like, "Okay, never mind."
It's not confusing. So if I was dating a chick and she was like leading me on, wait, no, if I was leading her on, should I say? Um,
Wait.
I guess I'll tell her I love her and stuff, right? And I'd just be lying. Is that really confusing that I'm lying?
Well, weren't you confused when you got ghosted?
I was confused because she didn't want to talk to me about it because I knew what was going on. I was confused about that. I was confused on. why she wouldn't want to talk to me
But it's
about it.
still confusing.
Well, that looks bad on the girl's part, doesn't it? That the girls are confusing.
Yeah, but guys do that too. Okay, in
Well,
general, people are horrible.
I guess, yeah. I guess we can agree on that. There you go. Yeah. Think you won this one for once, huh? That's one for you, girl.
I think that
20 for you.
I mean, that's why I feel like, I don't know, I just have such a guard up. So that's why I can't really picture myself marrying anyone. I mean, I feel like I'm five, so.
5? Oh, 5 years old?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes you can act like that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, I think I'm just really inexperienced, so.
Well, yeah. I guess we're all unexperienced. You could be like 70 years old, 80, 100, and still be inexperienced. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, because there's people younger than us who have done a lot more.
Like, how do you know you're naive if you're naive? You know what I'm saying?
So does that not make you naive if you're aware?
But you don't know if you're not. Okay, so like if I don't know something, I just don't know something. Like, how would I know that I don't know it? You know what I'm saying?
How would I know that then,
Yeah, like I wouldn't know. So that's true, like in well, I wouldn't say innocence. Ignorance? That's true ignorance, like not knowing what you don't know.
well, ignorance is bliss.
Remember when I die, girl, don't you cry. Just dry your eyes. I never meant for me to say goodbye. But remember when I die.
When I die, I don't want you to cry. Just hold your head up high and keep your dreams to the sky. 'Cause